Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shreds, bringing you a Let's Play with Space Marines. This is Episode 1, the very beginning of the series. And, well, this channel. I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. While we're getting through the startup here, just a little bit about myself and what I want to do with this channel. As I said before, my name is Shreds. I've started this channel as kind of a test for myself, to see what I can do. I've got some history in audio and visual producing, editing, recording, all that type of thing. So let's see what I can do with this. I started this channel just to do gameplay commentaries. Some multiplayer stuff will be posted when I feel like it, when I get good gameplays. I'm not a great gamer, but I do what I can. And I think that's adamant. I'm adamant about that. It's not really the proper use of the word, but whatever. A little bit of history. I got my start at a very young age playing those 5.5-inch floppy games. You remember those? Shoutouts to you. Because that's old school. Real old school. Watching a little bit of the intro here, gonna keep going on. This channel, I'm just gonna be doing gameplays, as I said. I'm not really gonna try and get stuck in the trappings of the drama or YouTube, anything like that. I just want to post gameplays because I'm about the games. That's what I do. That's my outlet, my escape. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. Just a little bit about the game. It's Space Marines. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can expect. You kill orcs, you shoot them, you chop them up with your chainsword. It's good times. The multiplayer on it, not so great. Leaves a little bit to be desired, especially in the matchmaking aspect. I may have a gameplay or two of that to post up a little later on, but it's more about the single-player campaign than anything for me. We're getting through to the cinematics. I'm going to let you guys actually listen to the cinematics instead of hearing me talking over them, because I get tired of my own voice, and I'm sure you get a little bit tired of it too. So when we get to that, I'll shut up and let you guys listen to it. Other than that, the channel is going to be pretty consistent. I'm going to try and get a lot of content out as much as I can. I do have a full-time job, so that takes up a lot of time. I wish I could just sit around and play games all day and post content, because that would be sweet. I'd love that. I'm also not going to get caught up in trying to bribe people to get likes or subscribes or comments, anything like that. Just not how I do. With that, let's go ahead and hear Captain Titus say his words.
Captain Titus, the Orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces, and they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned Orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report!
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety and find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer Charles returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the Orcs.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
And that's our introduction to the Space Marines. Those are the three characters we'll be traveling with on our adventures with Titus. The older gentleman seems to be, just out to kill some orcs, which is an admirable thing. I would do that. That's a thing I would do. Just kill some orcs, have a word with them, speak through my gun or my knife, what have you. This is the very first level, just kind of landing on this orc ship. A little tutorial level, just kind of get used to the things. As I do this, and I kind of fail at shooting sometimes, swinging my knife at these little goblin guys, destroying them. just going through what I've got planned for the channel. As I said earlier several times, I'm repeating myself because, you know, that's what I do. This is going to be single player mainly focused. I will probably do some brief reviews on games, some multiplayer when I get good games, you know, shooter strategy, anything that comes out that I feel like people might want to see, or if you let me know in the comments what you want to see, I'll try and do those. As far as plans for the upcoming, right now I'm doing the Space Marines, as you can see on your screen. After this, September 27th, is X-Men Destiny. It's a game that didn't really get a lot of attention, but I think it's got some potential. There's a lot of archetypes you can build off, and I'm kind of a fan of X-Men, so we'll see what we can get from there. After that, I have Spider-Man Edge of Time coming out. It looked pretty interesting. I enjoyed Shattered Dimensions a lot, so that's why I decided to do this one over some of the other ones. Just to get out of the way, I'm not doing Gears of War 3. I'm not really interested. Plus, there's... I'm really going to go ahead and plug another Let's Play channel here, Ghost Robo, who kind of was an inspiration for this channel, is doing a Gears of War 3, and he actually got the game early through some deal. I don't know, but he's already got a couple videos up. Go check him out if you want to see Gears of War. So after Edge of Time, I have Batman Arkham City, which a follow-up to Arkham Asylum, which was an amazing game. If you haven't checked that out, please do. It's a great game. I'm going to be playing the crap out of Arkham City as much as I can. As we see the Orc War Master here come up. He's kind of like a little bit orc, a little bit machine. A little weird, but right on. After Arkham City, which is maybe a game I love it, shortly thereafter on October 25th, Battlefield 3 comes out. That's going to be pretty big. I'm going to focus on the campaign of that instead of the multiplayer. I'll probably post a few multiplayers just because it's cool. You know, there's a lot more to Battlefield multiplayer than there is in, let's say, a Modern Warfare or you know, Black Ops type thing. There's a lot more going on. And I've followed the Battlefield series since Battlefield 1942, which I believe was the first one. I could be wrong. Correct me if you want. And I loved it. Played the crap out of that on my PC back in the day. Just take an airplane, fly to the side of the field, and snipe people. That's what I did. It was fun. So after the 25th with Battlefield 3 in October, there is Modern Warfare 3 on November. Again, I'm going to focus on the campaign for that, and then maybe a little multiplayer for that, because I do enjoy Call of Duty. It's just kind of the community ruins that one for me. So you have that. After that, we have Need for Speed: The Run, which is getting back to the old Need for Speed style, so I'm quite enjoying that idea. Hopefully that will be a great game. Watch the trailer for it. It's very interesting. You at some point punch a cop and take his car. So I'm all about, you know, things that change up the standard. They've gone to kind of a circuit series as of late. Not what I enjoyed Need for Speed for. I enjoyed, you know, back on the original PlayStation, there was Hot Pursuit, the original. Great game. I learned racing games from that game. Shortly after that, Need for Speed's on November 17th. Shortly after that, apparently Skyward Sword, the new Legend of Zelda, is being released on the 20th, which is a Sunday, so that's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna pull that one off, but I have a friend who is being decent enough to let me borrow a Wii to record that one for you guys, and I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan as I stare at my Twilight Princess poster and belt buckle that was acquired from a friend. After that, we have Assassin's Creed Revelations. This game is going to be interesting, considering it's the three-piece of that series, as we watch Captain Titus come out of the wreckage just in time for the title screen. Dun dun dun. Cool guys don't look at wreckage. So that Revelations is on November 30th. Same day we have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. A little controversy behind that one, with that release being, I think it's like 5 months or a little more after Marvel vs. Capcom 3's release. I am somewhat into the fighting game community. I did my town, kind of hometown. I kind of stayed around where I grew up as I go a little fast mode there. Don't really want to, you know, show you guys walking, so I'll speed it up a little bit. With Marvel vs. Capcom 3, watched an interview with Seth Killian, who is their community manager over at Capcom, who said it was kind of, we put it out now, or we don't put it out for a couple years, so they decided now rather than later. That kind of rounds out the established plan for gameplays. December is just going to be me catching up on what I'm behind on, because as you've heard, October and November are going to be busy months, which I'm looking forward to. I'm excited about it. December, I'll be catching up on those games, finishing up those series, and probably post some multiplayers, just to see what's going on with those multiplayers, kind of see how they've developed, maybe do some game reviews, previews of things, movie reviews, whatever I feel like doing. As a note, with these series, I do kind of look for all the hidden things as you see me fast mode explore a little bit. So you'll see me running around and I'll fast mode that so you guys aren't like watching every little thing. And I know I miss some here and I get stuck on the wreckage, so that's a little embarrassing, but whatever. That's just kind of what's going to happen. That's the upcoming plan. Again, as I said earlier, I'm going to avoid, or try to at least, any like YouTube drama. I know there's a lot of stuff going around. This channel is going to be about me playing games and uploading content for people who want to see it. I'm not going to be begging for subscribes or likes or any comments, anything like that. If you want to do it, go ahead and do it. You know how to do it. You're adults. I'm going to treat you like an adult. That's all I ask from people. That's all I'll give to people. If I do any giveaways, they're not going to be amazing. They're not going to be in order to, do this or do that. It'll probably be leave a comment with what you think about this, and I'll give you whatever. It'll be more for like milestones, anything like that. If I get something I think is really cool, and I get like 2 of them, I get a double one, I'll give it away. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm not going to try and beg for subscribes or anything like that. I'm doing this for the games. I'm not doing it for money or anything like that. I'm doing it just because I like it. We're kind of drawn to the end of this gameplay. There's going to be a little cutscene coming up here, and I'll close out after that. There's not a whole lot else going on. I'll have the second video up shortly after this one, as I'm recording the commentaries back to back. Slashy grenade. The game is quite good, but I'll talk more about Space Marines in the second video, and that'll be kind of my unofficial review commentary on what they did with this game, what they did right, what they did wrong, and so on and so forth. And I'll leave you to this cutscene.
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, yes.
So there's that cutscene. Got a few seconds left in the commentary. That's Leandros. He's the other member of the team besides the veteran older guy. I get the feeling he's going to come to kind of an awakening. He's always quoting their code of conduct and how this and that, and as we all know, that doesn't really work in the field. But I want to thank you for tuning in. Look forward to the next episode. Bye-bye.